Do you know that most of modern medicine wasn't even tested on women? Like half of the population was an afterthought when we're talking about research over the last 50 to 100 years. And the reason for this is that because for decades, women were excluded from clinical trials with the excuse that our hormones were considered too complicated. And this has had serious consequences when we look back on how technology and science has evolved. So I'll give you a few examples. The most famous example of this is the crash dummy test. I don't know if you're aware, but crash test dummies, which are used for motor vehicle collisions, are only based on the male body. And as a result, we know that women who are involved in motor vehicle collisions have a 47% higher chance of serious injuries when being involved in a car crash, which is insane. Number two example is looking back at the heart attack research. We now know that women present with different symptoms from men when it comes from heart attacks, but the research was never originally done on women. And so when women complain of atypical symptoms, they have often in the past been misdiagnosed and sent home, and as a result have a higher risk of adverse events and adverse outcomes. The third example is drug dosing. Women metabolize Ambien slower. And so that means that for years, women were overdosing on Ambien. Finally, when the FDA realized this, they cut the recommended dosage of Ambien in half for women as compared to men. Number four, CPR training has traditionally been done on mannequins who have no breasts. So guess who people are less confident performing CPR on? Women. Actual lives have been lost because people hesitate to perform CPR the same way on women than they do on men. And lastly, the way that we designed PPE and medical gowns, gloves, instruments has all been based on men, which means that they often don't fit women correctly. And this is a problem I see in the operating room where the instruments that I use to operate are all designed for men. And so we are routinely ordering smaller instruments. So if you've ever felt like a system wasn't built for you, you're not imagining it. Women have literally been left out of research and the results have been appalling.